Now let's see how to pass an array to a function. There are two ways to pass an array to a function, and the first way is as an array, as a normal array, and the second way is utilizing that thing, that the name of the array is the address of the array. So using this concept, the second way is sending an array to a function as a pointer, right? So if you want to look at the syntax, if you want to send an array as an array, you will write it like this: the name of the array and then square brackets. But if you want to send it as a pointer, there is just one difference, that is static and the name of the pointer. So let's see an example of both to understand it better. Let's say I have an array int, let's take the same name. It has, let's say, 5 values in it, and okay, I'm not initializing it right now. Let's just declare it. Okay, let's say I have a function with the name, let's say it has the name func, it's void. So I'll write int, and then maybe let's call it a, right? Let's not call it a, let's call it a. I'll write it like this, and then also I have to pass the size of the array, which is, let's take it as s, and then if I wanna, let's say I just wanna display it in a loop, right? So what I'll do is I'll add a for loop int I equals to 0 and I is less than this s, right? I plus plus, and then to display it, I'll just write cout. The name of the array is a, so I will write a, and then index I, and then semicolon. So let's say this is it. Now this is the function, and this is our main program before it. So how will we call this function? We will write, if you want to call this function, we will write func, and then if I want to pass the array to it, what I'll do is I'll write the name of the array and this. So this is how I will do it, and it's very simple. There's nothing complicated in it. Now let's see the second example. If you want to pass an array to a function as a pointer, what are the changes in the same program? Let's see that. So let's take the same array. So int ARR 5 is the size, and I'm not initializing it right now. And this is the main program. Let's write the function. Let's say the data type is void, and the name of the function is the same, func. And okay, so now since we are passing the array as a pointer, what we will write is int static, and let's say we want to name this pointer as, let's call it PA for the fun of it, no other reason. And also we have to pass the size of the array, that's s. Now let's do the same thing. Let's display the array. So I'll write the for loop int I equals to 0. Okay, there is one question. Why have I passed the size s to this function? Why I know the size, I know it's 5. Why do I have to pass it? I can use that here, right? So I can write I is less than 5. But why have I used s? So what would be the answer to that? So if you know, comment that down below. That what is the use of sending a size of the array? Now, okay, let's display again. Let's do the same thing and display each element of the array one by one. Okay, once more, let's look at the previous code. Before we used the name of the array, and then we used the subscript notation, just like we used to do before, right? But now, since we are sending the array as a pointer, what will we do now? We have a pointer now. We don't have an array. We have a pointer. So what we will do is we will use the offset notation, right? And we will write the name of the array, the address, which is PA, and then we will write I, right? So what will happen is at the first iteration, when I is equals to 0, so there is just PA, and just PA is the address of the first element of the array. Remember, name of the array is the address of first element of that array. So the first element will be printed. Now when I will become 1, address of one memory location will be added in it. So this will be the address of second memory location. So if this is the array, then PA plus 1 will be the address of consecutive second memory location, and it will give us the whatever is there on the second element and first index. What is PA actually? PA is actually pointing towards the first memory location of the array. PA is actually the first memory location of the array. So when I added 1 in it, when I was 1, then it started pointing to the second memory location of the array. And when I is equals to 2, then 2 memory locations will be added in PA, and 2 memory location means the third element or the second index, right? This index, and so on.